Peter and Kutelwa. Live with Tamika. Fruitful Tuesday, they need it for sure.
Live with Tamika. Fearless Friday, they need it more and more.
Live with Tamika. The most I will bless us for sure.
Live with Tamika. Doubts Global, here we go. We motivate, we elevate you to higher heights. Determination as we empower your mind. Building confidence, you will be surprised. D-O-V-S, we are on the rise.
When we are rising and diving, we're not compromising. We come to preach the truth. When we are shifting, uplifting, only got the youth. Tell them we come to be first. We train the men to be kings, women to be queens. Help us build a self-esteem. Lord, with thy name will never put you to shame. Lord, they cannot support you a day.
Live with Tamika. Fearless Friday, they need it more and more.
Live with Tamika. Fruitful Tuesday, we need that for sure. Live with Tamika. Doves Global, here we go.
We motivate, we elevate you to higher heights. Determination as we empower your mind. Building confidence, you will be surprised. D-O-V-S.
Hi, my name is Tamika, and I am a Godpreneur. I am the founder and CEO of Doves Global Event International, a platform where we create, promote, and host events as God leads. For more information, you can send an email to dovsglobal@gmail.com or send a WhatsApp to 754-946-9754. You can also follow us on Facebook at Doves Global Events INTL. Our motto is creating memorable moments as we connect you from promise to purpose.
Good night, my humans, and welcome to another session with Live with Tamika, y'all. It's a Friday evening. Bam. Listen. It is so good to be back on this good Friday with my sweet, good human, I say. But before we get into it, let's take care of some business as we always do. Let us bow in a word of prayer. Father in heaven, we give you thanks, we give you praise. We thank you, O God, for keeping us throughout this day. We thank you, O God, for your many blessings thus far. And God, as we are about to go into this live, we present it to you. And we ask, oh God, that whatever is being said, that somebody may be encouraged, blessed, strengthened, motivated, encouraged to move from where they are to where they need to be. We ask that you would take full control. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So tonight is what? We are now three weeks, I think. Oh my God, time is going by so fast. 3 weeks now in, and we are talking about survival. What have you survived? How have you survived it? Listen, it is survival season. I know about y'all, right? But every day you wake up, you survive something. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is, you survive something. Something you survived, overcame. Small, big, whatever it was, you survived it. And that's enough to give God thanks. That's enough to be grateful that one, you're in the land of the living, and two, you can live to tell about it and encourage somebody. You know what I'm saying? So this evening, I have a very dear, precious human, my good human, my human who I just say, listen, what I can need you to do is I can need you to be on my show, this, and this. And the only thing she could say is, okay, just send me a reminder. But only me could do that to her, vice versa, vice versa. So just putting that out there. Thanks. So my human is Miss Denise Major. She is a mother of three outstanding, phenomenal humans, and also the proud nana of one beautiful. Listen, this young lady has gone through it. She has survived it. She has lived to tell the story about it. She has been encouraging others how to survive whatever situation that they are in, that they can survive, that there's hope, there's life after any possible thing that you can do, that you have encountered, that you have experienced. And so tonight, as I turn the floor over to her, I want you to just listen to however she's going to tell, because she has many stories, y'all. She has listen, she has stories gone to bed. And not only that, she works in an environment where that's what she do. She caters and help young people that have gone through traumatic experience deal with their experience, and just try to navigate and to be better people, young people. And so, without a further ado, I welcome Miss Denise, my good human.
Yes,
And
y'all good human.
thank you,
Yours
thank,
and only yours. Hey, listen,
thanks.
you go fight by yourself. I don't fight no more. Hey, we getting too old for that. I don't fight no more.
Okay, okay, I could behave. I could behave. I promise.
You gotta
I
share. You
promise.
gotta learn how to share. But
I'm
yes,
still
it's
working on it.
always a pleasure to be with you, my love. It's always a pleasure. So yeah,
Awesome.
I love this theme you're going with. I survived. Like you said, we all surviving, girl. Every day. We surviving life at this point. I remember at one point in time you feel like, oh, it's just a certain class of people or just a certain stage of life. No, every day in 2025, we fighting to survive. And the key thing is just to be kind. Like I see that meme pop up all the time. You don't know what someone is going through, so just be kind.
Mhm.
I shared another one today that when I see someone break down and cry over the smallest things, I understand because we
Yeah.
don't know what happened. We don't know, but it was that small. Like it raining now, so I just started crying. I caught
Hmm.
myself crying on the way to work. That was Wednesday, just bawling. And I was like, what's going on with me? I mean, I know we are of a certain age now, so we even surviving life. Like perimenopause is like, come on, no one prepared us for this.
Okay.
So we surviving the heat. Like, we surviving the heat. We in a 20 degree room, but we pouring like we just surviving.
That's right.
So it's so important to just be kind in general.
Yeah.
Like I that's my reminder daily for everyone. Just be kind, just ease up. It's easy to pick on, it's easy to attack, it's easy to jump on that bandwagon,
Yeah.
but you really don't know what someone going through. You really don't know what could be the straw to break the camel's back. You really don't know.
That part.
Yeah.
And a lot of people walk around with a smile on their face, or they look like they have it together, and those are the same ones that are falling apart.
Yeah.
In public it's one way, and then when they get home, or in a private setting, or in an area where it's just them, it's like it's just their whole world is crumbling. And like you said, you have to be so careful, because you don't know what can be the final nail in somebody's coffin, because just because they're smiling all the time, or they're always in a good mood, that does not mean that they're not surviving or going through something. That it just takes one comment, one gesture, one push, one something, just to push them over to the edge of either carrying out the plan of suicide, or sinking into a deeper hole of depression. And a
Just
lot of
dropping
times,
down dead from pressure and stress. Just dropping down dead. This year for me, like in the last 2 years, I really took a step back. And I would say the last two, and I didn't understand why I was disappearing, why, and it was self-imposed. Like nothing happened. I just was distancing myself. I was cutting back on things because I was exhausted. None of
Yeah.
the same check on your strong friends.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
when you are constantly the strong one, you have no choice but to survive. Um, and then people would be reaching out, but because you have this armor built up or this wall built up,
Yes.
like you don't even know how to receive it. You don't know how to receive it. My breaking point happened this year. I was already in self isolation. I was already
Okay.
doing bare minimum. If it like mom, only you could, only a handful of people to get me to say yeah to yes to anything. If Denise, what could you do? No, no. And then as I listen, you might get a maybe or think about it. But my
Yeah.
first response was no, out of sheer
Hmm.
exhaustion.
Yeah.
I had the regular life stuff, the regular
Hmm.
children stuff, the regular woman relationship stuff.
Hmm.
But on top of that, I was the caretaker for my mom. My mom was deteriorating health wise over the last year. Heavy workload. I'm still in my NGOs. I'm still volunteering. I'm still helping everyone. I'm still doing. So even though I isolated, I still was doing like my plate cleared, but it didn't clear fully. Because I still had to do. I didn't even know how to stop.
Oh.
Like my downtime was sleeping, and
Yeah.
again, it was sleeping out of pure exhaustion.
Yeah.
My grandmother passed away in June. Yeah, Father's Day June, just this year. At that time, I was already on sick leave because my pressure was high. Why
Wow.
is my pressure high? Like, and the funny thing is, I'm going to the doctor. My mother health is deteriorating. We're preparing for the worst. The doctor's already preparing us for the worst.
Hmm.
Well, not the worst for her passing because she's in a better place now. So I'm gonna stop saying the worst.
Yeah.
It was worse for us maybe, but it was a better place. Um, and my pressure was 225 over one something. Like, ma'am, exactly, exactly, exactly. And this was constant. So when I realized that, okay, Denise, we need to put you on pressure pills. I'm taking the pressure pills. Um, Either you take these pressure pills or you die. I said, "Oh, okay,
I.
okay. If you
Ooh,
put it like that, okay, okay." But I was so used to functioning under pressure. When I sat down and think about
I
it, my
know.
pressure was up from
I know.
January. My pressure, but it took me feeling dizzy. It took me being exhausted. It took me like near passing out to be like, okay, what's going on? I had a
Hmm.
whole health loss journey, I had this weight loss journey, this health journey. I lost
I
over
know.
50 pounds and I'm slowly putting this weight back on. Nothing is changing. Like, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
So, life, you don't have to stop, You don't have to stop. You keep going. Life can
That's
stop
right.
you. You gotta
Dead in your
stop.
tracks.
Dead in your tracks. So, we are surviving these things, but we don't necessarily have to, but we don't know how not to.
Hmm.
We don't know how, like, we are in constant survival mode and we don't need to be. And because we're doing this so often, we don't even recognize that we are.
Yes, it's become a norm.
It's the norm. Like when I sat
Hmm.
down and the doctor told me, well, what symptoms to look out for, I said, it's my everyday life though. I always feel like this. This ain't nothing. And it's like, oh, this ain't normal. No, it ain't normal, mom. It took losing my grandmother first, and we weren't that close, but in that process, like learning about her and dealing with the grief of that and other traumatic issues or issues tied to that, and self-awareness is so important. Self-awareness.
Hmm.
So I had no choice but to reflect. So I homesick, mama died, homesick. So I ease up off of physically going into work, but I still
Hmm.
working from home. My
Right.
clients still calling me. I ain't going
Yeah.
into people's job, but I still working.
Wow.
I still got the two minor humans. I have two adult children, but I still got my baby and
Mhm.
Nana baby. So I still doing that. And again, I'm still the sole caretaker of my mother.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
So even though the stress of going into people billing ease up, um, this expensive humans I still gotta feed them. BPL wasn't playing with me because mommy home in the house all day, AC running all day,
Mhm.
private nurse all day. Well, not all
Yeah.
day, but checking in.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
still have to keep my little side hustles going because life in. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't easing up. So mommy passed in July. And then with her passing, it was, I wouldn't say relief, but my pressure went down.
Okay.
It went down, it leveled off. So I was like, okay, being the caretaker. See, and people don't look at even with that. Taking care of a loved one is a lot.
It is.
Is a
It
lot.
is.
So you are physically taking care of them. My mother and I didn't
That's
have the best
everything. Physically, mentally, spirit, everything.
me and God, how long one little shoes going? Like, God, you need these up, bro. Like, Daddy,
I,
I appreciate the faith you have in me, but sir,
mhm.
you think
Mhm.
a little bit too highly of me. You need these up. Like something got to give, something have to give.
Right.
So in dealing with that, so caretaking by itself is hard enough, but then again, the mother wounds. We didn't have the best. I shared in the past, like we didn't have the best relationship. Where we are now is only God. Where we were in the last 6 to 8 months of her life was
Mhm.
only God. So I appreciate God giving us that time to reconnect and
Yes.
heal and everything. Didn't fully heal, didn't fully resolve all situations, but we got to a better place. So
Good.
even
Good.
that process, just surviving the fact that you survived.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you took her, but now I wasn't finished. Like we wasn't finished. Yeah, we to a better place, but we wasn't finished. And then
Wow.
family going at it. Family going at it. Like, cause dad, everybody's go crazy and act stupid. So
Mhm. Mhm. The true colors of the family.
there's a new fight. There's a new battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like daddy, like God, hey you, hey, I can need you to ease up. Like I can need you. So like I said, it was self isolation, but then in that period of time, God opened my eyes to my people, to my village, to the people who He placed there that I was pushing away, that I pushed away,
Wow.
that I wasn't receiving the love because I didn't know how to receive the love because I'm so used to being the giver.
The giver. Yeah.
So when people come, like my friend flew from Grand Bahama.
Oh.
Like my sister, she flew from Grand Bahama. Like, girl, I got you. One was in my house every day. I was like, Mom, you here, come straighten up, come do something. And I didn't even have to ask them. They just came and they did. I don't know what my child eat, but she was eating. I didn't know someone was taking her to school. Like
Mhm.
I felt isolated, but when I sat down and thought about it, my village showed up. So even though you feel alone in the process,
Mhm.
and that's the enemy's plan to make you feel alone, make you think
Yeah.
that you're alone, I was glad for moments of clarity where I was able to sit down and be like, no, God got me, even though I'm mad at him right now. He
Mhm.
got me and
Mhm.
he put people in place to
Of
take care of me.
course. Of course. He's that
So
kind of God.
yeah, but he still need these up sometimes. Like when my pastor called, my pastor was like, "That's a 45 minute." He's like, "Denise, you finish?" I said, "Yes, sir." Like, so you feel better? I said, "Yes, yes, mom, I feel better." But it's just, and again, it's the plan of the enemy just to keep you exhausted, to
Yeah.
keep your vision blurred,
Mhm.
that you
Mhm.
see all that he is doing for you in the moment.
Yeah.
But again, that's life. So again, so we even thinking about the regular life stuff that normal people go through, or not normal people, that the normal life stuff. How
Hmm.
am I getting paid?
Uh,
BPL was mortgage payments. When I say AC on 24/7, washing every day,
yeah.
like we surviving, living.
And it sounds simple. Hey, it sounds like, you know what? This is something that, you're supposed to do. You're supposed to know how to do this. You're supposed to be, hey, the
No,
reality is that
no.
alone, if you don't have a strong mindset, that alone will cause you to count lamp poles or just, stress and worry yourself to pieces, babe.
Yeah, but then when you have to survive life and survive living, and then you will now have the abusive relationship, now you have the cancer diagnosis, now you have these other diagnoses, we have these children acting out, you have the sick child, sick parent, like everything just becomes heavy.
Yeah.
Like what, I understand. When people go on top of the bridge, I understand. I
Hmm.
understand. Because I say this, and this is gonna be sound a bit controversial. People who go on top of the bridge to jump, they only want attention. They only want to be seen. I am crying out for help because you know how does the kill yourself on top of the bridge? I just walk and exercise that bridge. That's a climb. I'm sorry. When
So you're
you
saying
get
they're
to the top of that
determined.
bridge, you have to climb up on that railing to
Yeah.
jump. You know how
Wow.
much opportunities there are for people to stop you? So I
Yes.
say, no, that person did not want to kill themselves. They wanted help.
Yeah.
Because there are
Because
better
the
ways to kill yourself if you want to kill yourself. Ain't no one gonna know until a couple hours later. You know, you could do that in the privacy of your home. You could go somewhere secluded. To go on top of that bridge is a cry for help. This year alone, we had about 10 people. Like, come on. People are struggling and they are crying out. I need you to see me. I need you to understand that I need help. I am drowning. I no longer want to survive. Help me.
and that's so serious right there, Denise, because it goes back to your village. You have to have people in your corner that's going to see behind your mask. You
Yeah.
have to have the people who are going to sit down and say, listen here, Denise, what you saying? You good? Yeah, man, I good, Denise. Denise, I gonna punch you in your back. What happened? I know
And
something.
but you know me, I still say okay, all right, good.
Mm-hmm,
I still be
mm-hmm,
surface, but not just to see behind that mask could be like to ignore me and figure out my needs
yes.
because we are so selfish and self-involved, and being selfish is a good thing. I say being selfish is a bad thing. You better be selfish. Take care of yourself because the way life going, you have to look out for yourself. I'm not saying being selfish is totally bad, but we're so self-involved that are you hearing me when I'm telling you, mommy is sick? Only me doing this. So
Yeah.
even though I'm saying to you, I'm okay, you have to be more aware. Like, okay, she's saying she okay, but I know what it is to take care of a mother, or I don't even know what it is, but it has to be a lot. She still has these children. She still has this child. Her work life is heavy, and if that's your sister, that's your friend, that's your partner, just make life easier somehow. Even if it's just let me be with you while you here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know how like not a lot because many people don't know where I live. I'm sorry. Not a few people. Hey, a lot of people don't know where I live. But those that do, you know how much I'm show up and just was here, like, why you here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I come to Houston and I come to design this thing. You can't do it at home. But then afterwards, as I sit in the chair, they doing everything, I fall asleep. It's just their presence
Yeah.
to let me know you aren't alone. Like you may not say you need help, you not say but the presence alone was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah,
sometimes that's all you need.
yeah.
You know, when people can just see and understand what it is. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything, but just come and sit and if it's being in silence, being in silence. If you have to holler, scream, shout, roll over the floor, and then, all right, so what you want to do next?
Yeah.
You
At
know?
the memorial service, like I intentionally kept myself busy because by that point come I was exhausted. I was like, wait, I need this to hurry up over. I done planned everything and I knew everything. Someone came and sang a song. Like right now, I regretted getting running away. I was a runner girl. She's a runner. She's a track star. That's me. I run. When they started singing, I felt the tears coming. I tear out
Oh,
that room, and my girlfriend tear right behind me. Denise let it out. I was like, I can't. Like, I don't know these people. I don't want like. And she took me in the bathroom and she allowed me to cry. She allowed me to let it out. And I dry my face and I gone right back and back to being normal and laughing and texting and making sure you okay, you need some food, you need this, you need
yeah.
that.
But
So
see, that right there, Denise, is was my next question. You
mhm.
have experienced something so traumatic. How do you even adapt, adjust? Like when it happened and the preparation leading up to the memorial or the funeral, you know,
Mhm.
it it hasn't completely sunken in as yet that this the last time, but like this it, you know. And I've heard a lot of people say that, you know, you don't, it doesn't really sink in until after everyone goes home, after
When it gets
everything is
quiet.
already done. Like, but how, that's the time where you really need, um like, how do I survive this? How do I get out of this? How do I get past this? How do I maneuver? How do I move? What, you know? What?
Everybody's experience is different. Now remember, my mother and I, we weren't that close the entire 42 years of my life. We had a lot of downs and the ups just came like within the last 2 years. You see me talking to you, I look into the right, Asha's still to the right of me.
Oh,
I'm exactly her picture from the memorial right there. I have a little stand in the front room. Her pictures are there. um I'm adjusting now to the new reality. After she passed, I still was getting up making tea for her.
I believe you.
And
I
I
believe
was
you.
like, because I had a routine. I would get up at a certain
Yes.
time, make her tea, get her meds, make sure she's straight, clean up, and everything. The day after she died, I got up to make tea for her. So it's still setting in. I always used to like look side at people. Their Grammy died 10, 15 years ago. Their mommy died. Like, wait, what you talking about? Why you still like my mommy died when I was 10? Like, but you 50 now. Why you still grieving your mommy? You don't understand it until it happens to you. And I want like I was the biggest thing and like why you still so emotional? Grief is
Hmm.
something you don't understand until it happens to you. And I hate that I know now how people are feeling in grief. Like I was so privileged not to understand grief because I never really had someone that close to me die
Hmm.
until in the last 12 months. I had two close friends die. My grandmother passed, but then my mother. So this last 12 months I experienced a lot of death and I hate now knowing how other people feel or have felt now. I hate being a part of this club. I absolutely hate it. Um, but everyone experiences grief different.
Hmm.
Um, I think for me, again, I knew what was happening. I knew she was going to pass. I knew. I mean, when I had to go pick up from the hospital, they was like, "We need the bed. There's
Wow.
nothing we can do." And I was like, "Y'all don't tell real people this, right?" I work with the ministry, I work with the hospital. So when they told me that, I know they was cool and they know I gotta take it. But it was like, oh no, we need the bed. She wanna go home. She wanna die at home, let her die at home. I was like, please don't tell real people that, right? I understand why y'all tell me that, but don't tell real people that, okay? That
Wow.
because like listening to it, it's like these people just tell me they need the bed.
Wow.
So but again, I knew that was happening. So everyone experience is different. Like I feel, like I said, I have moments where it just hits me. Oh, mommy. Oh, when my daughter came back home because she was traveling, the baby. And she was like, "Mommy, who could lock up behind the door when I go? Mommy, grab me with my uniform." And I was like, "Oh, that's true. They had their own relationship."
Mm-hmm.
I now had to consider my kids' relationship. I was like, "Man, they good, they strong, whatever." And I see them crying, and I was like, "What y'all crying for?"
Mm-hmm.
And when they start to share their stories, I was like, "Oh, it
Yeah.
ain't just me." So now
Yeah.
I have to navigate my kids' relationship, my kids' grief, and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. So for me, because it's so fresh, I'm still processing. But
Mm-hmm.
again, I feel as though because I was prepared. But again,
Yeah.
I there are moments that it just knocks me out. Like alarm went off because all of her appointments, all of her medicine picks up. I had to go in a food store for something, and then it's like, "Oh, you getting mommy stuff?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, shit,
Oh.
mommy died." And I was like, "What?
Yeah.
What these too late?" Say, yeah, mommy and Rari to get these things. Like they were so used to me coming and getting
Yes.
stuff for her and picking
Yes.
up and her around me to get a specific thing.
Yes.
I come in the shop because I'm totally different. There's like, where mommy things? I was like, what? And it hits. So that's how
Mm.
it's hitting me when people who don't know. So
Wow.
the process is still fresh. Just happened July. So, but I feel as though I am going to struggle more with unresolved issues that we had because like as things
Mm.
come up, like I'm not struggling with her death, so to speak. I'm struggling with we didn't resolve a lot of things. So I'm struggling with what could have been or what should have been or
Mm-hmm.
what I wish had happened. Not the fact that she is gone. I'm glad she is gone because she's out of pain. She's at peace and out of pain. But we didn't get to resolve everything. We didn't get to do everything that we
Wow.
needed to do.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be the main struggle for me.
And
Um,
how are
like,
you going to, how do you know how you're going to be able to kind of forgive yourself or just kind of bring peace to you moving forward? One, and then two now, what's now your take now with your kids because you mentioned you have to now navigate them and their grief. So, you don't want the same cycle or the things to happen. I mean, you guys have a relationship,
yeah,
you know. So now that you've experienced with your mom and what could have happened didn't happen, hope to happen, but now
yeah.
how are you going to translate that for now with you and your kids?
Well, the good thing is my children and I always had good relationships. But as they become adults, they say certain things. You never do this. You never do it. Like, bro, like what? So when I hear things or I don't get, well, I do get mad. I do get hurt. I don't get mad. I get hurt. But
Okay.
I try
Hmm.
not to stay in the hurt,
Okay.
and recognize that okay, this is their perception. Through the process, I learned to give my mother grace. So for me, um, finding peace and dealing with the anger of when I find out certain things.
Okay.
Because she ain't here, so who I talking to? Who I get mad at? So now I'm getting this information, I'm dealing with these things, I'm doing this and I'm angry. Um, I gotta get angry at God. He can handle it. And I take no. It sounds odd. It sounds like so disrespectful. No, sir. You created me. You know the feelings I'm dealing with. If I don't take it to you, who else I taking it to? Who else? Who else I taking it to?
Mm-hmm.
Who else I taking it to?
That's
And
right.
when I take it to him, and when I take all these emotions, this anger, this
Mm-hmm.
hurt, this pain,
Mm-hmm.
that's when the peace
He
comes.
gives you peace.
And then he placed people in my life who I can have these conversations with, who can relate and who can guide me.
Yes.
But if I just keep it in and hold that in, and my pressure build up, and then what? Listen, I learned to think, child. Listen, I sure people think I just be going crazy. Me and God, the same way I talk to you, I talk to Him,
Yeah. Me too.
just like this, like, sir,
That's
hi,
our conversation.
like, hi. Well, how you could do this? You know this,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, like, why you allowing this? Why did you do this? Why am I not knowing? Why you didn't stop this? Like the whys, the how, and how dare you, and why you don't stop? Like, like,
Mm-hmm.
and then a sense of calm. Journaling is very important to me. I've gone through what, 2 books? Yeah, I have my books near me at all time. Um, but in taking it to God, He placed people in my path to help me process it physically. So I take it to Him. We have that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's the spiritual aspect of it.
Yeah.
And then even if the people don't come right away, or if I don't recognize Him as sending these people or these situations to happen, because
Mm-hmm.
it don't happen right away. They ain't like I wake up this morning, we row, we talk, we have this, and I walk outside, and the person outside to help me.
Right. Right.
No, it's going to happen gradually. Um, Even if I'm counseling someone, I catch myself correcting myself and counseling someone.
That's something I.
That's be so embarrassing.
Ooh.
That would be so embarrassing. I just roll my eye. I was like, step away from my, like, really? You had to do that? Like I would be going through an issue with my children or dealing with something with my mom,
Mm-hmm.
and I would be counseling someone who experienced the exact same issue, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm helping them, talking to them, guiding them,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and healing myself in the process.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
you're listening to the advice that you're giving them, and
exactly.
you have to now take your own advice.
Biggest hypocrite. If I don't, eh? Like I
Okay.
am telling you, this is,
But that's the beauty of it now that makes it even more relatable to people when you can
yeah,
say, I know what it is to go through um, taking care of my mom, and things weren't so great, but
yeah,
God had it so that we were able to be in a better place, like you said. So
yeah,
you're more relatable. You can look them in the eyes. I know how you feel. I've been
yeah.
there, because sometimes when even as the coaches and people in general encourage somebody, I
Mhm.
always say you cannot encourage somebody, motivate somebody if you haven't gone through it. How you gonna know how I feel?
You can, you can, but it's
To a
more
point, but
relatable. It's more relatable, and I feel as though they relate more, they understand more.
they do.
But no, but the dangers of that too is we walk around with this mask on. We don't want to let no one know we've been through these things, and not. I mean, in general, in not just the death of a loved one or anything, even
Hmm.
relationships. When I'm talking to my girls from Pace, my teen mothers,
Hmm.
I also have to remind them, I've been there, right? I had my daughter at 16.
Hmm.
Like what I'm telling you, what I'm guiding you with, what I'm
Hmm.
saying to you is nothing I haven't experienced. But we sometimes go at persons who are going through something like we ain't never been through nothing because we healed.
That part there.
We healed, but we walk around saved, sanctified, healed, all pretty, all made up, and all of that. People can't relate to us. And I ain't say you gotta look pop down or look like you've been through something, but at least share your story. Because if I feel as though I can't relate to you, I ain't listening to nothing you said. What's her name? Sarah Roberts.
Hmm.
What makes her relatable to me was when I found out she had a kid at 13.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Like people like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's a platform. Yeah, she come from a privileged life and all of that. Yeah, but that gal still had a baby at 14, 13, 14.
Hmm.
She done been through some stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
using her as a celebrity because I don't want to call no one out locally because we get touches.
Hmm.
Like I know
Hmm.
how much your story y'all share. So I won't say
Mm-hmm.
no one locally, but share your story,
Yeah.
share your experiences, because you are, and again, like I had a relative with suicide prevention month. She spoke about her family member's suicide for the first time publicly. And know I told her, I said, how you felt? Say, I felt better. Now
Oh.
she has been going through like suicidal thoughts and depression and everything,
Mm-hmm.
dealing with her loved one's suicide. And I said, the more you talk about it, you're going to
Mm-hmm.
find resources for yourself, but you're
Mm-hmm.
going to help people in the process. You're going to
Yes.
heal yourself,
Yes.
find resources for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and help people in the process.
Yeah. Most definitely.
There's so much power in sharing your story.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
healing, there's deliverance, there's restoration.
Come on. Come on.
It's important that we share our stories.
That's right. You
Like,
know.
yeah, I really survived some stuff. Like, even like preparing for this with like what we talking about? Like, I survived plenty things.
I
Like, what
know,
we
right?
talking? And I
Mm-hmm.
come back to you, I said, "Man, like, what we talking about? Like, everyone know I was a teen mother. Everyone know I had an abusive relationship. No, not many people knew my health scares or health issues. Um, quite a few people knew my relationship with my mother. Like, we survive in life, man. Like, before
Mm-hmm.
we even get to the nitty gritty or pinpointing like specific issues, because we all are going through something.
Yes.
We survive in life. Just surviving life is a lot. Ta- Pat yourself in the back. You survive life. Like you here listening to us today, you survive.
That's right. That's right. And that's more than enough to be thankful and grateful.
And that's a lot. That's a lot. And then because I listen to people, oh, I ain't been through nothing. I don't have nothing to share. Like, you want to go through some stuff? You want some struggles? Like, oh, I know one never beat me. No one never abused me. I was like, how was your day at work? Oh, my supervisor this, my supervisor. Okay, you're surviving struggles on the job.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Mm-hmm.
surviving victimization. You're
Yes.
surviving harassment. You're surviving people pulling against you, backbite and jealousy. Like you surviving. Like you don't need no big dramatic story.
And
I
that's what I
don't have
say.
the big dramatic story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm happy for you. Must be nice. I'm happy for you. We are surviving life, baby girl. Young man, we are surviving life.
That's right. You know,
And we are all in this together. Like when people say,
exactly.
oh, I ain't have no one, find someone, man.
There's somebody, there
No, but
is
I
some,
hear that so often. Oh,
hmm
I ain't have no support system. I ain't have no village. Like, look deep. Look. Like, you have to have somebody, some one person. Put your ego on the side and reach out. Put your ego on the side and be like, oh, I don't want no one talking about me. Or child, they talk about Jesus, you special. People can
it's
talk.
inevitable. Come on, you
Listen,
know.
before you talk my business, I can talk my business first. I
And
can
I can give you all the details. So you
I
have
can
to worry
ask
about
you
hearing
for
bits and
some good
pieces.
stuff. Like you missing some good stuff. Like I don't care if you talk about me, I need help. If you talk about me, you get me the help I need. Yeah, I could be hurt. Yeah, I could be mad. Yeah, but that's something else I gotta heal from. That's something else I gotta survive. I gotta survive that too. But
Hmm And see, that's the thing.
resources.
Sometimes people are crying out for the help, and they don't know how to articulate or even just find that one person. And then you have people who just willing to help, but it's just you have to be ready to be helped. You have to want to be helped. You know,
Yeah.
and I say this, and I'll give you an example of even my mom's survival story. I remember we were go they came so my dad can get his eyes checked because he's still having a bit of he has to get his eyes sorted out. And so the trip really was for my dad. So everything was going fine. We went to Baskin Palmer. He did the exam, and they gave him the news and all of that. We left. We made an appointment because they didn't have anything right there, and his doctor was on vacation, and so we had to schedule an appointment, which wasn't until this was June or July, and the appointment wasn't until October. So we said, okay. So so my mom said, anybody knows my mom, when she comes in the US of A, she got to do this, she got to do that, she got to get everything done. How about we were driving on our way to the store, and all of a sudden she said, Nelson, my hand, my hand. So he was like, well, what happened to your hand? What happened to your hand? She said, I couldn't feel it. Let me tell you something, Denise. That 35 seconds was the longest 35 second in my entire life. I was driving on 79, right? God had it so that I was on the left lane. God has had it so that the right lane was clear. When I just kind of turned, she started to just, at that time, we thought she was having a stroke. Listen, I haul tail over in the parking lot. As I put in the car in park, I coming out. Denise, I tell you, it only had to been God, because when I came around, she had already started to foam. She already started to just, and I said, I said, no, God, And I started to pray and cover her. And I turned it to the side. I called the ambulance, and they walked me through whatever, everything that they were telling me to do. I was already doing it. When they came, they got all the information they needed. They took her to uh, uh, Jackson Memorial. Denise, when I tell you, say, only the grace of God kept my mommy. We thought she was a goner. We thought she was a goner. When we got there, they said that they did an MRI and everything was fine. I had my sister baby with us, so the baby just needed a little, food and just to freshen up a bit. So the attending nurse at that time was like, okay, we have to run some tests just to make sure and give a full assessment. Okay, fine. So we said, you know what, we can go back to the hotel, and we're gonna come right back. Got to the hotel. My dad said, you know what, Tommy, just call the hospital and find out if she out from the test and the doctor see her or anything. Yes, okay, call. How about the doctor was waiting on me to call? Miss Brown, uh, how far are you from the hospital? Not far, doc. What's going on? Your mom is in critical. I'm sorry, what? She's in critical condition. Everything failed. Her kidneys failed. Her blood pressure was, I can't even call the number. The Everything was completely out of whack. Well, listen to me. When we I can't even remember, Denise, I can't even remember how I made it. I was calming out. But in my mind, so much things was going on. When we got back to the hospital and I looked at her, I was like, that's my mommy? Like,
Like a totally different person. Yeah.
they were able to get us stable by the time we got there. And she's sitting on the bed, and she started to pull up. I said, now hold on, mommy. Now wait, you can't be one that the people trying to help you.
Yeah,
But
nothingness. Yeah. Yeah. She good now. She fine.
right? And and they had to calm her down and say, no, Miss Brown, you are seriously ill.
Yeah.
Seriously ill. And by the time as later on that night when they kind of get us settled and they transfer her to a room and we sitting down there, but she was in and out. And my dad was like, I say, now hold on. We come for you and end up being for her, right? But the strangest thing about it is, it was like, like when, 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 you watch the movies and the these movies and it's like, okay, you know the outcome of it. We had no idea how the outcome of this one here was gonna be. Long story short, when she did come around, let me tell you something. She could not stop talking about how she survived. And I was
Yeah.
like, and it changed my anybody knows my mommy. My mommy don't ask nobody for nothing. My mommy will get it done.
Yeah.
My mommy. But she has gotten to the place now where she understands that listen, even though she still ain't telling us, we know she knows some stuff, but she ain't telling us all exactly what's happening because the doctors was asking some questions, right? And we like, well, mommy, and she was like, no, you understand? But she has now gotten to the place where she's starting to share some stuff with us. She's getting to the point where she is so thankful and she's so grateful that she has a second chance. We don't know how much longer God is going to allow her to be here with us. But let me tell you something. When I tell you, say, she is grateful that she survived that ordeal, and it just goes. Sometimes God allows things just to shake us up to get our attention, just so that we can be mindful and grateful. Because Denise, sometimes we walking around, like you said, you had these headaches and you had pressure going through the roof for how long? Till you thought it was normal.
It
Until
was.
one day your body said, you know what? You think you bad. You run here walking like everything cool, everything good, everything kosher. I can show you exactly what's happening. And that's what ended up happening. And sometimes we don't realize things until it's too late or the ninth hour.
Yeah.
And then when we survive it, like I always tell people, it's in your response of things, you know, how you deal with it, how you come out of it, it's in your response. That was something. So even as I'm hearing you talk about the experience with your mom, in terms of now the processing, to me, we close, right? I can't even begin to explain how I could even process the thought of my mommy not being here, my
Yeah.
daddy not being here.
And the thing is, our survivals aren't for us, you know. The fact that we survive in it, yes, it's for us, it's a second chance and everything. But again, it goes back to sharing your story.
Yes,
And now that you survive, it changes your perspective. And how are you going to use this time? So even with your mom, with her surviving and everything, okay, I have to take a step back. I have to ease up. I have to lean on my children. I have to talk to my children. I have to react, behave, respond differently to my spouse, to my partner, all of these things. So these survival experiences are eye opener for us as well,
yeah.
for others as well as for us.
And that's true because, like you said, even me, I survived that experience. So now my mindset has now changed.
You
Like,
appreciate life and time and moments. Yep.
it's like it just completely did a 360. And I'm like, you know what? Like you to say, like I've heard you saying for the past couple of years now, I'm sorry, I can't. No,
No, I can't.
no, I'm sorry, I can't.
And I don't feel guilty about it. I can't.
We have gotten so used. Well, me, if Denise, you know how we are. We are helpers, we are doers, we are givers.
Yeah.
And when people understand who you are and the type of person that you are, they're gonna constantly come, can you do this for me? I need your help with this. And us being so, the people that we just drop sometimes everything and just to help only to find that when they get their relief or their satisfaction or they are good, we still go in and we not even taking the time to sit down, regrouping, processing, resting.
And the thing is, too, we helping people who don't even want to be helped. Oh, oh, oh! I learned that lesson. Like, I I bend over backwards trying to help you and you don't even want my help. Like, I know you need to be helped. I know that help is needed. I can see you, but you don't want it. All right. Whenever you want it, I could be there. Maybe. Maybe I could be there. But God is
There's
going to have
systems
someone there
and
who is supposed to be there. Clearly, it's not supposed to be me. It's not supposed to be me. But I am going to keep you covered in prayer that whenever you want the help, realize you
yeah,
need the help,
yeah,
that the person who can help you is
yes.
there. It
And
may
that's
or may
all you can
not
do
be,
sometimes.
yeah, it may or may not be me, but you're
And
going to help get the help that you need. God
you
is
know,
always there. God
always,
is always there.
always. And
Always.
even in your line of work, it's so, you know, I always meant to ask you, from the things that you've gone through in your past, from the abusive relationships, mentally, physically, was it a conscious decision to be in the working environment that you're in now?
Yes.
Okay.
So everything that I do is because of what I've experienced. Growing up, my grandfather gave me two options: journalism or law. I wasn't about that law school life. Like, just disappointment. How much years have I been doing this? Journalism actually fell into my lap. I got pregnant at 16. I got placed back into R.M. Bailey through job training program. I got placed at the Nassau Guardian, and it just so happened they hired me straight out of high school. So I moved up from the advertising department
Mm-hmm.
into the newsroom because I had a talent and skill for writing, and I had great persons to mentor me while I was in that role. Um, so for, let's say, about 6 years, 6, 7 years, I was in the field of journalism, marketing, public relations, and yeah, journalism, marketing, public relations. Um, but while I was in those fields, I still was going through an abusive relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was at the height of the abusive relationship at that point. Um, I got fired from the Guardian. I was at the Guardian for like 3.5 years. I got fired from the Guardian because my partner at that time used to threaten me, come on the job, like just be an issue at work.
Mm.
Um, there was a situation where I was placed in through the crisis center in a safe house. Well, it was a hotel at that time, a motel at that time. But
Okay.
after a severe beating, um, I pressed charges and they put me up in a motel with my baby at that time for 3 months.
Okay.
Lindsay Thompson, Vanessa Roll, the rest in peace, were key and instrumental in getting me the help that I needed.
Okay.
So now at 18, because I was only 18,
Mm-hmm.
I might have been turning 19 at this point. I had already survived teen pregnancy,
Uh-huh.
an abusive relationship. I got the help I needed in getting out of that relationship through the crisis center. Got married. I had some health issues. I had an ovarian cystectomy where they removed one of my ovaries because of cancerous cells. I don't even focus on that. Like,
Right.
I, okay, I don't even focus on that. Um, got married, had issues within a marriage, was going through a divorce, got fired, well, got released. I was working at Clico at the time, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone knows the situation at Clico. Clico shut down. I
Right,
was
right, right.
employed, but I had just had baby.
Wow.
I had her in January.
Mm-hmm.
Before I was the first one fired. I always just laugh. I was the first one out because when that situation was happening with Clico, they didn't even know who I was because I was on maternity
Wow.
leave. I was on maternity leave, so I was one of
Wow.
the first people out. I was working in marketing. They don't need me. I was a marketing assistant. They didn't need me. Like, yeah, she on maternity leave and marketing. No, me neither. I was one of the first people out. So it was during that transition of life where, okay, I home with this new baby, going through a separation. My husband at that time, he moved out. Brand new baby, maybe 2, 3 months. She walked past now. She has walked past 2, 3 months. Um, 5 months in. okay, what I doing? What I doing?
Mhm.
I started volunteering to at where it began, which was at the crisis center. So left the media world, started volunteering
Mhm.
in the
Mhm.
nonprofit, and I just stayed. I never went back. I
Wow.
never went back into commercial working. I was in nonprofits when you was born, child. 2009.
I thought it was only me who was have to ask my children, listen, what year you born? How old you was
Yeah,
again?
from 2000. When you 2009, yeah, from 2009 to now, just working. Oh, there goes BPL. Working
Oh,
in various components. I got good internet, girl. I got backup. Yeah, BPL just gone off. Okay,
oh,
yeah, we still on? Okay, yeah.
yes.
So working in nonprofits, and I just end up staying. So because of my history, I told people all the time, if someone had taught me how not to get pregnant, I was not a dumb girl. I was not going to get pregnant. I didn't know how not to get pregnant. So I worked sexual reproductive health field because sex is taboo. They only say you don't do it.
Right, 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 right.
Don't do it and you go into hell.
That, of course. Mhm.
But ain't no one tell me it feel good and I wasn't ready or wasn't time for me to be doing this. Ain't no one
Mhm.
ever tell me that. They just say
Yeah,
don't do it.
that's it. No explanations, no
So
nothing.
when I started doing it, be like, oh y'all is liars. Why I can't do this?
Right, right.
So I tell
And then
all
you
my
figure
teens
it out,
now.
like,
I tell all my teens now, if you get pregnant, it's because you want to get pregnant. You want you get sick is because you made an active decision. Because now I am teaching you
yes,
how. First off, I telling you you don't got to do it.
right.
Abstinence is like, are you ready for a relationship? Why are you
Mhm,
even doing this? Okay,
mhm,
now you made the decision to do this. How are
mhm.
you protecting yourself?
Right,
Is
right,
this the right person for you? Not
right.
everyone is going to choose marriage. Fine, okay, but how are you keeping yourself safe in the meantime?
Mhm.
Is this relationship the relationship for you? Is this a
That's
healthy
right.
relationship?
Okay. Mhm,
So that's how I got in the field. HIV, I had family members who were HIV positive. I had friends who were HIV positive. So that's how I tied all together. So sexual reproductive health,
mhm,
that's all of that covers. So safe sex, no sex, abstinence, all of that. HIV prevention, STI prevention, all of that. Healthy relationships, managing
mhm.
emotions, all of
Wow.
that falls under sexual reproductive health. All of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew.
So my life and my relationships kept me in this field because I've experienced it. Like I'm
Wow.
talking to you from experience.
Experience.
Like when I go into PACE in some of these schools, oh, I so in love. This my husband, this
Mhm.
that, and I see you a year later. I said, I am not wishing that this relationship ends, but
Yeah.
there's a 90% chance that you will not see this man never again. Like, in fact, you even shouldn't be with this man. Like you 16, this man 25. Make this make sense.
Mhm.
Make this make sense. Are you and I supposed to be in this relationship? So yeah, that's how I tied it together. I tell people all the time, God shut down a whole company to get me where He want me because Buddy is making good money in Clico. Clico shutting down. Like Clico was my best job ever. I used to travel. The pay was good. I loved my boss. I loved my co-workers. Like, bro, you shut down a whole company
Mhm.
to get me because
You.
I wasn't coming. I did
th-
this. I wasn't coming. You had to shut down a whole company to get me where you need me to be.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Oh.
And yep, there it goes. Hell for you.
Oh. Listen.
That is BPL.
Oh
They
my
ain't got
goodness.
no light, but I got the internet. I tell
Man,
people I got
listen. Well, thank you,
the internet.
Cable Bahama. That's Cable
Oh,
Bahamas,
because you
yeah.
know, yes it is. my good alive.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. I
So
appreciate it for this next couple of moments.
yeah,
But it's so amazing as we wrap up. It's so amazing because sometimes, and you said it perfectly. Sometimes God will shut down what you are thriving in to
yeah,
get you into your purpose,
yeah,
and you don't understand it because sometimes uh, everything may be going great. Like you said, the pay was good. You were able to do a lot of things,
yeah.
and God says that is not what I have for you. What I
And
need you to
then
do is,
I think what he was saying too, I'm giving you this experience, I'm giving you this background, I'm giving you this, but I don't need you here now because now
mhm,
I'm transitioning back into media, but now I am tying the two together. So I've got the experience, I've been in front of the camera, I've been doing the background stuff. Now I'm
mhm.
tying the two together in terms of advocating, using it for
Yes, yes,
advocacy, awareness, communication, all of that good stuff. So I'm tying the two together. So God has me where He really wants me to be now, I
yes,
feel.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Listen, that thunder in the back, you carrying on, so we
Listen,
definitely will not keep you much longer. But I
okay. See
always
how much I
appreciate,
love you. I sit
I,
down and thunder and lightning
and
talking to my girl.
I cost me have to blush on the left side and the right side. But I do appreciate you. I always appreciate our conversations because, you know, you have been so much. You are doing a lot of things, and I know you have something that's coming up month end. And right quickly, you want to just kind of share it before we wrap up.
Okay, so last year I had a program called the Breathing Room, and it
Hmm.
was monthly. I'm taking it quarterly now, and it was just a time for women to get together and do just like that. Breathe,
Hmm.
exhale. We had select topics every time we met up, get
Hmm.
together, share our stories, and resources were provided to help them deal with whatever topic we were dealing with at that time. So again, I went into self isolation. I had to take a break. I had to let go some things.
Hmm.
Um, but back by popular demand, we are going to end the year with a breathing room, and then 2026 we're going to make it quarterly.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put that on myself again and do it monthly, but it's going
Okay.
to be quarterly at least because I recognize that a lot of us are walking around here constantly feeling alone, feeling the pressure, like
Hmm.
we're only one. We don't know. And the
Yeah.
thing, a lot of us were in the field of helping and giving, and we still feel the pressure.
Yeah.
Feel the pressure.
Hmm.
Like sometimes I would sit down and just exhale and realize how much I've been holding my breath or just
Hmm.
tense all
Hmm.
the time. So
Hmm.
that's why it's called a breathe, like taking a moment,
Yeah. Yeah.
exhale, breathe,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
talk and get loved on. Get the
Yes.
resources that you need, get loved on,
Yes.
all of that good stuff. So I
Yeah.
am bringing it back. November, December we in about nothing. December we in full Christmas mode.
Well,
So
we know how you go about the Christmas
listen,
season.
my birthday and Christmas, that's it. August and December, don't say nothing to me. Ain't nothing happening. I doing bare minimum. I could do, but
Hmm.
ain't be damn
Hmm. Of
productive.
course.
I only showing up. I only here because I need to be here.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. Hmm.
November, before you get into the full Christmas and full family mode, because I don't want to take you from your family either. So,
Yeah.
and the reason we're doing it November too, so you can breathe, relax, and prepare for
Yeah.
that time with family,
Yes.
whether it be a fun time or stressful time, because
Yes.
holidays are hard. I'm expecting Christmas to be a bit difficult for me because that's when we're spreading our ashes. Her birthday is December 21st. So, but the kids say we ain't being Exuma. She is born in Exuma. We're taking the ashes back to Exuma for her birthday.
Okay.
She's cheering of mine. They don't say, Mommy, the 21st, we need to be back in Nassau. We ain't spending Christmas nowhere other than in Nassau. So, So my that moment of grief and hardness is going to last probably 3 days because my children ain't having it because my children love Christmas more than I do. So I expect them to pull me back and bring me back if
Yeah,
I fall too deep in the
yeah.
grief process of releasing. Um, so yeah, November is when we're gonna do it. So you can have your family time. You can have your time to just do whatever you have to do it during the holidays.
Good stuff. Good
Yeah,
stuff. And that's similar to, boy, listen, one God, one spirit, because even the I Survive conference that I'm hosting in October, it's pretty
yeah,
much the same thing, where people just come together to share their survival story, but from a healed place, you
yeah,
know, and just be an encouragement and blessings. And like you said, just to share it, when you're able to share your story without crying, without saying bad words or getting angry, frustrating, or just crying, now that you are starting, the healing process is already starting. And then you can encourage somebody from a different place, from a place of the no, you
yeah,
know. And so with I Survived, it's just, we just come together, sharing the story, and just allowing however it is that you want to release. The Bible says we are all overcomers by the word of our testimonies. You can't overcome nothing if you don't talk about it. You can't be
yeah,
healed from nothing if you don't talk about it, but from a healed place. You can't encourage somebody or talk about it and you're still broken and angry and frustrated about that situation or whatever it is that you're dealing with. It's not going to come over right. And then, the reality is, like you have taught me and opened up my eyes when I was even going through my divorce. It's one thing that you said to me that has stuck with me, that in before I was able to completely heal, I was just saying everything, everything, everything. And then you said to me, well, tell me, well, what you are accountable as well. And
exactly.
that hit me like a ton of bricks, because here I am now. I think that, all I'm doing is I'm sharing my story. This is my story. This is my truth. But it's not from a healed place.
Yep.
It wasn't until I completely got healed and I sat down and I'm like, you know what? I could have done things a little bit different.
Yeah.
Uh, mm,
Someone
but
asked
I
me
had to go through the
recently if I
process.
think me and the kid's father would have made it. I said we probably would have if we had the right people around us.
That right there. And I
If
often
we
say that as
had
well.
if we had the right people around us, because both of us were stubborn, both of us did some stuff. Um,
Mhm.
if we had the right people around us, we still would have gone through some stuff, but they
Yeah.
would have kept us together. And again, it
Yeah.
goes back to that village.
Yes. Yes.
As much as I may feel the way I feel about the man now, I can honestly say that back then, how much years ago that was? 16 years ago. If we
Hmm.
had the right people around us,
Yeah.
we may have been able to survive.
I totally agree. And I've said it a few times too. If I had persons to sit down and properly explain to me the real ins and outs of marriage, certain situations, it it could be possible that I may still have been married today,
Yeah.
possibly, you know, and
But that's
and
just how, and this is the disadvantage of us as we get older, and those who came before us not talking. Like you went through some stuff and you did not explain. I have
yeah.
seen people who are married for 50 years, and I'm like, your marriage is perfect. Oh no, he cheat on me, he do this, he do that. Not that good man. Like what? Y'all always talk, y'all so lovey dovey, y'all so this. I need to know the dirt because I going
Yes.
through some stuff now and
Yes.
I need to know how to survive. But
Yes.
now I looking at y'all 50 years later or
Mhm.
40 years later and I
Mhm.
trying to figure out. But no, y'all only tell me God. Like, no, I need more than ever God. I need to hear real information.
Yeah.
How did you survive this? Oh,
Mhm.
only God. Yeah, but and God and what?
Yes.
like
That's just the reality of it, you
like
know?
even even with women, like menopause ain't no joke. Like I trying to figure out why I try like I go from loving on kid to wanting to kill her in 2 minutes. Like, girl, I
Hmm.
can kill you. Like I can strangle you. Like, what is your problem? Why are
Hmm.
you talking to me? And then I sat down, I thought about it, and I remembered how like when we went through certain things and we just thought they was crazy, and now we crazy too.
Hmm.
No, it has a name. So
Hmm.
now I recognize what it is. I am mad because women who went through it, who are like 50, 60 now, like, why y'all ain't say all of this? So why you leaving me to struggle and figure things out for myself?
Hmm.
And then
And that's,
our teens are going through the same thing. They stressing, they anxious, they have all this pressure from school and life and friends, and we just thinking like, nah, that's small things. No, we went through that.
yeah,
We know what these children are going through, but because we survived it, man, that's small things. You'll get over it. No, hold
I
their hand,
need you to know
guide
and tell me, walk me
them.
through it. Tell me. Yeah,
Exactly. So it's yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like
yeah,
again, we survive in life. We survive in
you know.
life.
And that's why it's so important the things that you and I are doing. We are bringing awareness. We are encouraging. We are now taking initiative. We are now taking it to where it's supposed to be, where we have survived some stuff. So now we are just reaching back. Listen,
Yeah.
in all of your stuff you're going through, you can make it, babe. You
Yeah.
can survive it. You can still love after being in an abusive relationship, being beaten for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's still somebody out there that's still gonna love you in all of your brokenness.
Yep.
After all that you have been through mentally, you know, there is still things that you can accomplish. You are still an awesome person. There is still so much life, so much purpose that you have another chance to do these things and tell somebody else, encourage somebody else, you
Yeah.
know. And that's what we need to continue to do. Some of us are doing it, some of us are not doing it, but nevertheless, as
And there's
long
enough
as
of us doing it where you can find someone, if you're listening, you can find someone who you feel led to go to. I ain't everyone cup of tea. I rough. I know I
right,
rough. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I ain't saved and sanctified as I should be. But Tamika is. Go to her things. Like Susie down the road is. Go to her
mm-hmm,
things. Like go where like I ain't hating on nobody. Yeah, we
mm-hmm,
doing the same thing, but I may not be a cup of tea, but she is.
yeah,
Like, ain't taking nothing off of me to send someone to your stuff or be like, hey.
exactly,
And I
vice
think that's
versa.
what we need to get to as women, as people, as healers, as helpers. We need to unite for the bigger cause, for the bigger picture.
I
Like,
agree.
how much people in this world who need help? Like,
A
all I'm
lot.
going to take to me, all I'm going to take to you, go,
That's right.
go. But the thing is, get help. Get help, get healed. You can
Please.
survive.
Yes.
You can survive. I did it. Tamika did it. You could do it too.
That's right.
We willing to
Yeah,
help.
living. That's right.
We willing to help. Pick whoever you want to go to. Come to one, come to all. But
That's
get
right.
help. We
Just take the
want
first
you
step.
to survive. Yes.
That's like the song says, I need you to survive. You
Exactly.
are
I
important, you know? And so
yeah.
that's just what it is. Thank you, my darling, for loaning me this time. I take it not for light, not for granted. I appreciate you so much. And
Anytime.
everything that you do for the young people. And my prayer is that you continue to, because I noticed, you don't have to say it. I noticed you getting a little soft in some areas there, but it's okay. It's okay.
I a punk. Yeah, I know. I softening now. That's why I
Thank.
let people do it because I can't let everyone see I weak, you see. I can't let people like soften up. So I train in other people. Come do
Mhm,
this.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
Like
mhm,
soften
mhm.
up.
Mm, you know, but you are doing an awesome job, and I'm watching. I may not be as close to you as I once was, but say I'm only a phone call away, and you know how we do it,
Yes, ma'am.
and I am so, like I said, I'm grateful and I'm appreciative of the work that you're doing, and you're not selfish about it. And even though the sacrifice, the time is a lot, you put your heart into it because you know what the outcome can possibly be for great.
Yeah.
And so, I just want to encourage you just to keep on. It's not, like you said, it's not just for you, it's for the many young people that are coming up
Yeah.
and want the hope and want to know and understand that I can still survive any situation I'm in. It doesn't matter what it looked like right now. There's a silver lining. I'm gonna get through. I won't always be like this. Things are gonna turn around and it's gonna work out in my favor. And sometimes it's hard to see, it's hard to believe, but as long as you wake up every morning and you purpose that, you know what, I'm gonna be intentional,
Hmm.
then the more you do it, the bearable it becomes.
Yeah.
And so
And even if
I
you feel as though you're alone, you're not. I may be physically alone by myself, but before I put my foot on the ground, God, I send you before me.
yes,
The minute I open my eyes, God, I send you before me. When I walk at
yes,
this door, you clearing that path, you providing
that's right.
opportunities, you removing every obstacle out of my
That's
way.
right. That's right. That's right.
Favor, opportunity, help is everything that I need. You are going to place before me when I
Yes,
walk out the store.
that's right.
So being intentional, being purposeful, and accepting that I may be physically alone, but guess what? God on your side.
That's right.
If no one else, you got God. You may be mad, you may be angry, you may throw a little tantrum.
Mm-hmm.
I about to
But
throw a
he right
tantrum
there.
tomorrow because I tired. Like he got like God work on BBL right now because I got things to do when I come off this live. Like yeah, I about to throw only a little
Just
tantrum,
a little,
only
just
a
a little.
little tantrum, just one. But
Of,
I know he gonna work it out.
of course he does. He always does. He
I'm
always
cool right
does.
now. I enjoying this little breeze.
Oh my goodness. Listen, y'all. I am so grateful for each and every one of you that have tuned in, that have chimed in. Um, Anton in the comment said, "Oh wow, woman of God, God is intentional. He shut a whole business down for you."
Whole company.
Uh-huh. So you survived a lot. Yeah. Thank you so much and God will do it. He will do it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your continued support and prayers. Um, and even though sometimes, because even with me and this show, I haven't been on. I took a break from it, and I was like, God, I don't want to do it because when I transitioned, uh, everything I had, I just either sold or gave away. And so starting over, like when you're done so used to just doing things a certain way,
Yeah.
and I'm like, God, I don't. I want to have this. I want this to be set up. I want this to be. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And he say, "Oh, really?" He said, "What I can need you to do is I can need you to use what you have.
Exactly.
That's
Just
all
do
you
it.
need. Just
Just
do it."
do it.
I'm like, okay. And God, let me tell you something. And He has been blowing my mind from I started. He has been just doing it. Like I was telling you earlier, I had trained my daughter, and I want to give shout outs to her because the seed that I planted, it is now just springing up and just blossoming, and I am so proud. I'm so grateful. I'm so honored because I trained her when I first started to help me with my production. How about my good human switched from the original platform, did her research, found another one, said, "Mommy, listen. So what we can do is we're moving to restream now, and this is how we're gonna do it. No pop down. You making a statement, doves going places, you setting a standard, and this is how it's gonna be done. We ain't worrying about it because God already gonna make provisions for it. He already tell you to do it, so we just gonna follow through." And I'm like,
Yes.
okay.
Take that.
And so everything that you see, It's all her, from the flyers, from the video, the behind the scenes production, and I love it because now I just get to sit down and do what I in love. Okay, just tell me tell me when to go live. Tell me when we ready.
Yep.
We going
And
live
she
in
is
2 minutes.
growing in the process. She is growing. She's building her confidence. She's building
Yes,
her skills.
yes,
She's growing in the process.
yes, she is.
Yep.
Yes, she is. And I am so grateful and so proud. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, right. You tell me,
But
Ice. But anyway.
I know, right? But listen, she even formed up her business out of it. Gemini's production, y'all. So if you need flyers, if you need videos, if you need live streaming, you can reach out to her and she get you sorted out. Okay. Um, and so I just wanted to plug that in there. And don't forget, I survived October 25th, and it's going to be in Jacksonville, Florida. And I am looking forward to what God is about to do, what He is doing. That's it, and that's all.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much again. You guys have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you guys, Lord willing, next week, Friday. Same time, same place. We could be in a different location, honey. And let me tell you something, God is moving, doing some stuff. And the only thing I can do is say, okay, God, thank you.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I love you all. I love you, my darling sister. Until the next moment, when I commandeer you again.
That's fine. I'm waiting. I might jump second and call you first. That's all. That's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, you
ready.
can take it. I know.
I know. I know. Listen, y'all, have a beautiful one. May God bless you. May He keep you. May He provide for you. May He open doors and close them like only He can. May He make every crooked path straight. I decree and I declare that you're going to survive every situation that you're in, that you're faced with, that you don't think you're going to come out of it. I decree and I declare that you're going to survive, that you're going to be victorious, that you're going to live to tell the story, that you're going to live to be an encouragement to somebody else. I decree and I declare that you are the head and not the tail, the lender and not the borrower. I decree and I declare that you will walk into your purpose and you will be everything that God has called you to be in the mighty, matchless name of the one Yeshua. Good night, y'all. Until the next moment, live with Tamika. What we do, we keeping it real. Have a good night.
Good night.
What a powerful show, that's another one, no. Tamika and Peter and Kutelwa. Live with Tamika. Fruitful Tuesday, they need it for sure.
Live with Tamika. Fearless Friday, they need it more and more.
Live with Tamika. The most I will bless us for sure.
Live with Tamika. Just global, here we go. We motivate, we are loving you to higher heights. Determination as we empower your mind. Building confidence, you will be surprised. D-O-B-S, we are on the rise.
When we are rising and diving, we not compromising now. We come for preaching too. When we are shifting, uplifting, only got the youth. Tell them we come to be good. We treat the men to be kings, women to be queens. Help us build a self-esteem. Hallowed be thy name, we never put you to shame. Lord, they cannot support you a day.
Live with Tamika. Fearless Friday, they need it more and more.
Live with Tamika. Fruitful Tuesday, we need that for sure. Live with Tamika. Doves Global, here we go.
We motivate, we are loving you to higher heights. Determination as we empower your mind. Building confidence, you will be surprised.
Hi, my name is Tia Tamika, and I am a Godpreneur. I am the founder and CEO of Dove's Global Event International, a platform where we create, promote, and host events as God leads. For more information, you can send an email to dovsglobal@gmail.com or send a WhatsApp to 754 946 9754. You can also follow us on Facebook at Dove's Global Events INTL. Our motto is creating memorable moments as we connect you from promise to purpose.